Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a cool trick you can do with dominant chords. So let's jump straight into it. Our dominant chord in any key is our fifth chord, and it serves the purpose of leading us back into our tonic. So, for example, if we're in the key of E major, which we will stay in for the rest of this video, so that's E major we've got going on there, and our 5 chord is B7 if we play that as a dominant chord, and it wants to go back into the E. So let's examine the B7 chord and take a look at this cool trick we can use to add a bit of colour and a bit of interest to our chord progressions. We are going to take a look at the B7 chord, which consists of a B as our root. Our third is a D sharp. Our fifth is an F sharp, and our seventh is an A. Now, the notes that make our 7 chord is 7 chord, and the notes that give it its unique quality are the third and the flat 7th there. Alright, so we've got D sharp and A. Now, D sharp and A are a tritone apart, meaning that if you've got D to A, that's a tritone. But then also, if you've got A to D sharp, that is also a tritone, meaning that either way round that they're placed, that's still a tritone, and they're going to be the 3rd and 7th in another dominant 7 chord. Let's take a look at the other dominant 7th chord that these two notes exist in, and that is an F7 chord. Alright, so let's take a look at the notes within the F7. So you've got your root, which is an F. You've got your third, which is the A, which was in the B7. You've got a C, and you've got your D sharp as well, which is also in the B7. And because it's an F7 chord, we're going to call it an E flat. So you've got your E flat and you've got your A, which are a tritone apart, and they're also the 3rd and 7th notes of this particular chord. This means that the F7 and the B7 are interchangeable because the 3rd and the 7th are what give the chord its particular quality. So B7 and F7 are interchangeable. This is really exciting because now if we play a chord progression in the key of E major, if we want to play a dominant chord, we don't just have to stick to B7, we can play F7 now. So let's do both of these in a particular example. I'm going to play a 1-6-4-5. So I'm going to play E major, C sharp minor, and then A major, then B7. Okay? And then afterwards I'm going to substitute the B7 for an F7. So let's have a listen. Alright, so now I'm going to substitute this B7 for an F7, and we can hear how that sounds. So you can see it has the same effect as your dominant chord, your 5 chord, except it's a bit less dramatic because we're only playing F down to E, which is a semitone. So yeah, so if you want a dominant effect, a dominant chord effect, but you don't want it to be as dramatic as resolving down a 5th, then the tritone substitution is for you. So just remember, you've got the 5th available to you, and you've also got a 7th chord at the flat 2nd interval of your key. So in this case, if we're playing in the key of E, you've got one available at F. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please apply it into your chord progressions and let me know how you get on with it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, then please click like and subscribe to my channel. That would be massively helpful. Also, in the description, there's a link to my Patreon page, which you can check out for some extra benefits. So, until next time, see you later.